Hello world, my name is Richard and this is my Lament for Ukraine. So I'm wondering about these people at the front lines who use drones in particular. How do they feel after weeks of duty, and what happens after the war ends and they return home to pieces of some kind? How do they fare mentally and emotionally? Just what goes on with them? I know my own dad was a zombie. He came back from the war, well, when I met him later on. He just PTSD, basically, as it's called these days. In those days, it's called shell shock or something. He was just not there. He lost 6 of his mates. Just blew him away. And I think something like that must happen to people, young men who come back from the war. And it's bad enough when you're in a bomber high above the clouds, you drop bombs on some city somewhere. You kill loads of people, but it's remote. You don't see it or hear it or feel it directly. And like I was shooting somebody with a machine gun, you don't often see them directly. But a sniper does. A sniper has somebody's sights and can actually study the victim for quite some time. Knows him quite well. Very personal. And this FPV drone stuff is very personal. You see videos of Russian soldiers running away in fright, in just alarm and whatever. And yet the Ukrainian operator still kills them. I'm not saying it's wrong, but it's kind of sick. I get the point of self-defense, but the way it has to be done or has evolved is quite unhealthy in the long term. And the same goes for Russians, of course. But they already, in that country, seem brutalised. They already seem kind of inured to the horrors of war and things. They're quite used to it, but the Ukrainians are, I think, a bit more sensitive, a bit more aware, a bit more informed, better educated, I dare say. Seem to be brighter. And being forced into kind of brutal British war. And I just feel for them. I just wonder what's going to happen in the long term. Because these wars are a habit of echoes. Generation after generation suffers from the war. So the impact can last for decades afterwards. In Russia, you got millions of people just missing. Millions. Dead or missing. Millions. That must have an impact on the society as a whole. Just must do. And for Ukraine, the numbers are smaller, but the impact is the same, even in terms of proportion. So I really wonder what's going to happen to these guys afterwards, and how they're going to be reintegrated into society, and how they're going to find any kind of peace themselves. It's a real problem. A real problem. It's okay to rebuild places and clear minds and things, but how do you do it with minds? They've been through shock and hell and shit for so long. How do you fix that? And I'm not sure of an answer. Just rest and care, really. That's it. Thank you for listening. I hope you comment and share and like or whatever. Thank you very much. Bye.